the sequel to a 2019 Netflix original murder mystery, obviously titled Murder Mystery, has been released on Netflix. And here's where it lies on the Hot Pockets to hand grenades spectrum. Murder Mystery 2 is an interesting film as it tries to defy the genre of murder mystery, thus ruining the name of the movie, as it should not necessarily be called murder mystery as much as it should be called kidnap mystery, as the main character, who usually gets murdered at the beginning of a murder mystery movie, gets kidnapped instead. Very interesting twist there. But to be fair, it's nice to see a change of pace in these murder mysteries nowadays. Although, let's be honest, if the name of the movie is Murder Mystery, I'm expecting a murder mystery. This was more of a kidnap mystery. Hence why I think it should be promptly renamed to the Kidnap Mystery, a murder mystery movie. I'll get to why that is the case later. But story, a little basic. It's enjoyable for what it is. So, like, I'll see it if it's there, but let's be honest, there are better murder mysteries on Netflix. So, Hot Pocket score. Next, on to the cinematics, where this one is definitely way more cinematic than the first one, in my opinion, but that's for reasons that I'll get into my expectations/experience. Let's just say that I have a lot of comparisons for this film in the cinematics department. But because it was very fun to watch, the music was pretty good. Although, I'm gonna be honest, at the beginning of the film, they talk about, hey, how about I play some Pitbull or Taylor Swift? And the pilot doesn't, the movie doesn't then proceed to play Pitbull or Taylor Swift. It proceeds to play a completely different pop star. I was a little disappointed by it, but the soundtrack is pretty good. The cinematics were great. This one might have had a slightly bigger budget than the first one because there did seem to be a lot more explosions, to say the least. But cinematics, it kept me engaged, it kept me entertained. Hand grenade score, easily. Mostly due to the fact that it got more explosions. Directing, I have to say that the directing was a little bit better than the first one. I liked this one a little bit more than the first one. And there is a change of directors, and you could see it because this one had a bit of a different style in terms of how it approached certain aspects of the murder mystery genre. So, directing, hand grenade score. The acting, it's all right. It's passable for what it is. Netflix original that clearly is just there for a pastime. Like, you turn it on in the background. So, with that being said, that is a Hot Pocket score, as you can get that anywhere. Now let's talk about the fun part, the experience and expectations. I was expecting another fun little ride through this murder mystery verse, and I got exactly what I was expecting. Didn't do much to fly over my expectations. Although, and let's be real here, the third act was very reminiscent of two movies, and I put them in the thumbnail, so it's a spoiler if you saw and read the thumbnail, but the third act is set in Paris, and a lot of sequences just reminded me of two films. When I was first watching it, I was thinking John Wick Chapter 4, because all of a sudden in the third act, Adam Sandler becomes John Wick and this skilled martial artist. And it was kind of weird to see, like, did he just become John Wick, or did the bodyguards just become stupid? Because his character was established to not be very physical and not very competent in fighting. And then all of a sudden, he's a beast. And that didn't really make sense, but it was fun to watch, so I'll allow it. And then I was watching it with someone, and they said, I just felt deja vu because I feel like I've seen this in a film before. And then I just threw this random film that I'm like, I think this one was set in France, and Rush Hour 3. And then when I thought back on it, I'm like, holy shit, this third act is very similar to Rush Hour 3. And because I said that, now I feel like you don't have to watch the Murder Mystery 2. You should just watch Rush Hour 3 instead, because that's a better option. I love the Rush Hour trilogy. Maybe I'll do a review on them, on the whole trilogy, eventually. But because of that, and the fact that the third act wasn't very original already in my eyes, and I could just think of better options, that was a Hot Pocket score. It could have been a hand grenade if I didn't have direct comparisons from, let alone, two movies, but one that was literally released just last week, as at the time I'm filming this. It is quite comical, honestly. And so, with that, Murder Mystery 2 falls on the Hot Pocket side of the spectrum, with a star rating of 3.5. It's all right. It's passable for what it is. You won't be bored, maybe, but it sure is something you turn on in the background. And because of that, it's passable. It's good. I enjoyed it, although at the end I thought of 3 different movies I could have seen instead. And that's really the thing with the Hot Pocket ones. If you get the wrong flavored Hot Pocket, you can think of all the better flavors. And so, just like that, be sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you actually watched this one on Netflix, because I think some of you will and some of you won't. With that, I'll leave you guys to it.